Hello, welcome to J Academy. In this video, I will do the second part of CSL, that is inserting a node at the end of the CSLN. So here we have a couple of scenarios. The case one, the first scenario is that it will be the first node that you are inserting. So let us assume that there is no node and the head is pointing to null. That is the first scenario. And whatever node that you create, that becomes the first node. Okay. The second scenario is that you have a couple of nodes and you want to insert the new node at the end of this list. Okay, so how it can be done. Okay, so we will first see the very first scenario, that there is no node. That means head is pointing to null. That means head is having the address of 0. Okay, so in that case, if head is pointing to null, then, and if you are having a new node which is having the address in the pointer temp, then head should point to temp. That means the address which is stored in temp for this new node will be copied in head, so that head is also pointing to this location. So we're going to write that if head is equal to null, then in that case we will say that head equals temp. That means the value of the temp, that is nothing but the address of the new node, will be copied in the head. Okay, so that is the first case. In the second case, if you have to insert a node at the end of this CSLL, so what you can do is that you you have to bring the a pointer from the first node to the last node, and then using that pointer you have to do some sort of operations, right? So let us consider that we have a pointer called temp1, and we are moving my temp1 to the last node, and then once the temp1 is in the last node, we'll do a couple of changes in the link, and you can get your node. So let us see what are the changes we can do that. So first of all, we have to, once it comes to the last node, we have to point the a node from this. So instead of having this address, so this new node is going to point to the this last node is going to point to the new node. Okay, and since this becomes the last node, the new node's address is going to have the address of the first node. Okay, so and whenever it is pointing to the last node, this address, this link is gone. So this link is removed. So I'm going to give a different color altogether. I'm going to give a blue color, and here you have to insert a node, a link from this node to the first node, right? So from here, then you're going to insert one more from here, and this is going to keep the address of the first node, right? So I'll just change the color to red. Okay, and this one as red. Okay, so what are the things we have to do? I'm going to tell you one more time. The first thing, when you want to insert a node at the end of the list, is that you should have a pointer, and this pointer should point to the first node, and then we have to move. That is the first step number one. Then move the pointer to the last node, and then once it comes to the last node, we can definitely uh, use that pointer, so that the last node points to the current new node, and the new node's link is going to point to the first node. So with this, you can insert your new node at the end of the CSLN. So let us think and write the code. So first of all, you have to create a pointer like this, and we assume that this is struct Okay, and let us see the declaration for this is struct node, right? So we are going to write struct node star temp1, and we create the pointer, and then we should point the temp1 to the first node. So we write that temp1 should have the address of the first node, or temp1 should point to the node where head is pointing to, and then we have to move the temp to the last node. So we are going to write while temps link not equal to, so while temps link not equal to head. Okay, so temps link not equal to head, you have to do what? You have to keep on moving your temp equals temps link. Okay, so with this code you will bring your temp to the last node, and then once it comes to the last node, actually it is temp1, so we're going to write temp1 because temp1 equal to temp1's link. So we are going to then, after this we are going to write temp1's link is equal to temp, because temp is having this address, so this address will be copied here, that means a link will be formed here. So we'll write temp1's link is equal to temp. So when I write this line of code here, then this red line which is formed, this address, this link is going to have the address of this node, and the second part is that we have to move this link, because this is becomes the last node, so this should have the address of the first node, because that is the CSLN. So we'll say that temps link is equal to head. Okay, because head is having the address of the first node. So when we do this, the node is inserted at the last. So if we want to write the this function for inserting at the end, so we have to take both the scenarios and do it. So I will tell you to pause this video for a couple of minutes and write it on your own. Okay, in the meantime I'm going to write it. So it is void insert at end. So we are inserting at the end, and we require two pointers, one for making a new node, so which is a temp, and one more we are requiring for temp1. Okay, we also require an element which is integer type, so that we can insert a data in the data part of the new node, and then we are going to form the new node. So the new node, what is a statement? We'll write temp equal to struct node star malloc size of struct node. Okay, so once I write this, I am going to get a new node. So if I got a new node, I have to insert 500 in the data part. So I'm going to write printf enter the element. And then I'm going to read that element from the keyboard. So scanf %d ampersand element. Once we got the element, we will post that element in the data part of the new node. So we'll write temps data equal to element. So once we done that, so you got 500 in this part. What about the link? We have to write temps link equal to temp. Okay, so then it will become a CSL. So temps link equals temp. So we have created a node, we have given a value. Let us assume the value is 500, and then the link is having the address of the temp itself. So it's circular, right? And so we'll take the very first scenario. The first scenario is what? If head equals to null, In that case, we'll say that head will point to temp. Okay. Else, we have to do certain things. What are the things we have to do? We have to do this part. So this part, what we have to do, already temp1 is created. We don't need to create temp1. So we have to first point the temp1 where head is pointing to. Okay, once we do that, we will move the temp1 to the last node. So temp1's link not equal to head. So once we have done this, we have to upgrade our temp1. So temp1 equals temp1's link. So I have to write here because I have written here temp, so it will be temp1. So once I do this, my temp1 is coming to the last node. Then I'm going to write temp1's link is equal to temp, and temp1's link equal to temp, and temp's link will be equal to head. Yeah. So we will write temp's link equals head. So first we'll close this else part, and then we're going to close it for the main function, right? It's insert at the end. So this is how you can insert the node at the end of a CSLL. I hope you have understood, and if you like this video, do share, comment and like this video, and please subscribe to my channel. That's all guys. Let's meet in the next video.